Welcome! In this series of short videos, we will look at topics common to both the PowerBasic console and Windows compilers. Today, we will look at how the join function can be used. The basic language, and PowerBasic in particular, has some very powerful string handling commands. And it's one of these commands we're going to look at today, the join command. I've added on one of our libraries, the PB file handling routines library, as we're going to be using one of the functions within that library today. So to demonstrate the use of the join command, we're going to create a local array. This will be a string array with 4 elements. And we're going to populate those elements with 4 values: small, medium, large, and extra large. Now, just to prove that that information has actually arrived in the array, we're going to print that out to our log. So a simple for next loop for 1 to 4 for each element in the array. So if we run that code now, we will see that the 4 values are displayed in the log: small, medium, large, and extra large. So having the information in an array, we can use the join command to sweep through the array and give us a single string which contains the elements in that array in a delimited format. So we'll first create a local variable into which this information is going to go, strlist, and then we're going to use the join command. The join command is going to take 2 parameters. The first parameter is the pointer to the array itself, and the second parameter is the delimiter that we wish to use. And in this case, I want to do a comma delimited list, with each element being bounded by a double quote at the beginning and the end of the element. So we can do this by using the $double quote constant and a comma, like so. So this one line of code has swept through the array, regardless of how big the array actually is, and formed a single string. So let's have a look at that in the log to see what it's returned. So there is our string, with the 4 elements wrapped up in double quotes and delimited by a comma. Now you'll notice that the beginning and the end of the string has a double quote, even though we didn't specifically mention that. All we mentioned was the double quote, comma, double quote as a delimiter. The join command, like the parse command, has some special handling for comma-separated variables, which is very useful. So what practical use could we put the join command to? Let's, for example, think we're going to be querying a SQL database, and we want to form up a string of SQL commands to select something from a table. Now we can quite happily form up our SQL with a simple select from whatever the table name is, where the size is in, and then you would put in double brackets each of the elements that you wish to actually return. Now while you can hard code this in your code, the information that's going to be in this particular where clause may be coming from outside your application. So to see how we would do that, let's create a local file. So we have a local file called search_for. If we have a look at that, it has the 4 values we're looking for in it: small, medium, large, and extra large. Now this file could contain much more than just 4 values, but we'll start with 4 today. So we're going to read this file into an array, and we're going to use the join command to use that array to form up our SQL command. So the first thing we'll need to do is to create an array to hold that information. And then we're going to use one of the pre-built functions in our file handling routines library to load that in. So we're calling the read the file into array function. We're giving it the local path and the name of the file to read in, and also the name of the array into which we want to put those values. Now that we have those values in the array, we can use the join command dynamically to form up our SQL string. And the join command will go in the middle here. So as we did before, we'll have the join $, the name of the array from where we're getting the information, which is the one we loaded up from the text file, and we'll also want to put in the delimiter. And in this case, the delimiter we're looking for will be a single quote, a comma, and another single quote. And then we'll push the SQL string out to our log just to see what we have. So now that we've built up our SQL string using the join command, let's try running the code and see what we get. And there is our SQL string. Select everything from the table name where the size is in, and there is our delimited list, which is coming from the file. Now, while this string could be quite easily just pasted in here inside your code, the important fact here is that the string data is actually coming from outside the application. So this could be coming from a separate SQL query, it could be coming from a flat text file, or some other process. So you'll see with very little code, you can do some very remarkable things using the join command. Hopefully you'll find this useful in your code, but that's it for today. Thank you for watching.